Namaskar. So what's the latest on Elon Musk buying Twitter? Well, according to Elon Musk, he is still waiting for 3 questions to be answered before he can proceed with the deal. And the questions are, the first one, of course, how many fake accounts are there? He still hasn't got a clear number from Twitter, and we know that the 5% that they claim is not even close. It's more like 20 to 30, maybe even 50%. We have had a hangout in the past where we explained how this is based on the research from 2 different firms. Okay, so that's one side. Now, the other big deal that happened was when Elon Musk announced that he was going to acquire Twitter, he had singled out this one particular instance in time, which was, I believe, somewhere on the 15th of October 2020, good 3 weeks before the presidential election, where New York Post had published an article about Hunter Biden's laptop and all the contents that they found in there. This was a mine house of information. You know what Twitter did? They banned New York Post and didn't allow any of their tweets to appear. And that is, so just park it for a moment. I'm going to come back to that and the role Vijaya Gadde played in that in just a moment. But first, let me show you what the heading was in New York Post. That was the heading. It said that Facebook and Twitter, almost like in joint action, they both censored, they both blocked the post expose. They wouldn't let anyone tweet about it, Facebook post share, nothing. And imagine what happened. In 3 weeks' time, Biden sailed through. Could this have been one of those things that could have actually stopped the presidency, the presidential run of Biden on his tracks? Who knows? The damage was done. And then you also know that on January 8, 2021, Donald Trump was permanently banned from Twitter. He's still not back in yet. We don't know if once Elon Musk assumes control, if he's going to allow Donald Trump to come back in. But just keep this picture in mind. So this was 3 weeks before the elections, and things could have turned out to be different for Biden if this was allowed, because this was a sensational news item. First they said that, oh, this is a fake thing, that there is nothing like this happened. What we are now finding out was everything about that was true, that the data and the ownership, Hunter Biden came and dropped off this particular laptop on this shop called the Mac shop. And he brought it and dropped it off in April 2019 and then did nothing about it. It's very interesting that the Mac shop guy sat on it for that long, I mean until October 2020, or maybe before that, maybe a couple of, we don't know exactly when the data moved out of this into the hands of New York Post. I have no idea. I mean, if you go back and do some research, you might find out when New York Post got hold of all this data. But they timed it so that it would make an impact on the presidential election. There's no doubt about that. So even as they did that, these two companies, Twitter and Facebook, tried to block anything to be talked about this. Now, here is the more interesting part. The person that you are looking at is Vijaya Gadde. She was supposed to be the top lawyer in Twitter. One of the YouTube channels makes an interesting observation that according to laws of Twitter, there was nothing holding back posting or publishing this particular New York Post article. But the person alleges that Vijaya Gadde changed the rules and then make it look as if it was backward implemented and then use that to block this post. You know how I've been telling you for a long time how shadow banning happens? Somebody somewhere in these organizations doesn't like someone. So what they do is they create a set of filters, and that filters is supposed to catch just the person they don't like. And then ergo that person gets shadow banned. And these are so intricately done that now I don't think even if Elon Musk wants to, he can unshadow ban, unless he just says a blanket unshadow ban for everybody. We hit the reset button, nobody gets banned, the whole algorithm needs to do something differently. It's possible. They have a huge staff of people. They can, in fact, they should be working on doing something like that, especially since it is slowly but steadily inching towards an Elon Musk owned company. So this is a very serious allegation. Reportedly, when Jack, the CEO of Twitter, came to know that what happened at Twitter, he had them redo the hacking filter that was put in place, and the thing started appearing again. I don't remember when the New York Post article started appearing again. In fact, in those days, Sridhar ji and I were doing daily global insights on a daily basis, so we may have a lot of information around that time. If you go to DGI and capture the first 40 or 50 episodes, you may be able to find a lot more about this New York Post article, Hunter Biden Gate. Interestingly, the Republicans have found at least a couple of checks of money being transferred into Hunter Biden's accounts, but the trail has stopped cold there. Who knows? Maybe they'll rekindle it just before the 2022 elections for maximum effect. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.